I hope you take it serious. You have to introduce yourself by playing a short set to me.
I feel really overwhelmed.
Well, we just experienced a rare miracle by Japan. So the proud winner is Henrik. So they expect now to play another set. We're gonna really mess up the plan. Can you please take out the USB stick? One each only.
I cannot wait because I want to prove that my place is here.
I introduced the second challenge for tonight, and I asked the contestants to copy a selection of tracks into a USB stick, so they will actually receive a USB stick from someone they don't know with tracks they don't know at all, and I want to test how they act on this.
I'm sure that I not have a chance of winning tonight, but that means nothing. Yeah, everything is open.
You really got to test like the technical skills and really the basic stuff of DJing.
It was tough, you know, for me, first time using the record box, and I'm used to play with Serato, and I have to use record box and someone else music on top of it. Kill me.
It's quite difficult to play other music that you haven't heard before.
When I try to mix that, the BPMs are like going like crazy, up and down.
I got some problem with CD player.
I took absolutely the wrong music for me.
I was a little bit disappointed that some really didn't know the basics about the setup, which is a general setup being used on 99% of the events nowadays. And I'm curious what the future will bring. Some of you are really familiar with the setup, and some of you are really not. So download the manual, read it. That should be your Bible. Sadly, you know yourself, it didn't work out Stiletto this way.
I think it's no secret that Stiletto didn't come through today.
This is clear to me. Stiletto is the only person who doesn't come from a music background. She comes from South Sudan. She has a daughter being 8 years old. She's a model that moved to New York because of being modeling and having success in that. But she has a really precise taste and experience of the music she wants to play.
I was not used to the type of equipment we use today. It's my first time, and I just did my best, and also so much pressure, so I had to be under all type of pressure at the same time. And as soon as I get used to the work of that type of equipment, I'm gonna be fine, I'm gonna do great. I believe in myself, but mistakes happen and people have bad days.
And the lucky winner, in my opinion, very clear, is Czech Republic.
I think what he did good out of all of us is that he was very natural.
My performance was a big surprise for me because I like the deep house, and this music is for my style.
He kept his natural flow of transforming and moving positive energy to the crowd, even though we put them out of the comfort zone with playing tracks they don't know, with don't having any chance to getting prepared.
He really played my songs really good, so I'm happy. And I'm really happy, like, I even got goosebumps when he was playing my songs. So I partly feel like at least I helped, you know, at least I contributed. I gave something of me, and then that made him win, so that's a great feeling.
You won a 1 hour slot on Ibiza Sonica to promote yourself.
Well, that's Sonica Radio. That's a really good exposure. To be on a radio, that will get your name out.
You have a 1 hour of set on Ibiza Sonica Radio. It's a huge thing. It has like millions of listeners. So yeah, it's very important.
I don't know so much about the Sonica Radio, but other finalists said me about this radio, and I cannot wait to play Sonica Radio.
enjoy the nightlife, not too long. We have another exciting day tomorrow and looking forward to day 3. Thank you.
The contestants need to see another big club in Ibiza. Sankeys is going to blow their mind.
Sankeys is that club, it's that, you know, underground style musical club, forward-thinking music where we've always developed artists and made them grow, whether it's from the Chemical Brothers or Daft Punk or, you know, artists like Darius Syrossian or Solomon previously. You know, like Marina last year, you know, she's doing really well. She's been playing all over the Sankeys, Sankeys New York, Sankeys Manchester, Sankeys London.
Definitely think that Burn Residency is a big chance for every young and aspiring DJ because it offers you an amazing opportunity to be on the island, to connect, to make networking. Burn Residency can offer you to make your dreams become a reality.
I could be a right person for the people here. I really believe I could DJ here all summer.
I hope that they are very proud of the chance being given and that they already achieved something by being here. I'm very happy to being part of this program because helping to shape them and helping to develop them and hopefully helping future careers to become successful.
It's hard to tell how I will deal with it because I don't know what the impact will be. This is quite big competition I've discovered.
Today is a very important day because you're going to meet your head mentor Tong for the first time. Well, Tong, or Sir Tong, how he was titled from the Queen lately, is a legend within electronic music. He was actually most responsible for a lot of development within electronic music within the last 30 years. And he still finds the time to support other artists and other talents.
You know, when I was a kid starting out, I kind of worked out I wanted to be a DJ quite quickly, but nobody became a superstar being a DJ. Nobody made a living being a DJ.
The first thing that comes to mind when I heard Tong's name is definitely his radio show. I also have some stuff with radio show myself to do, so I just interested to see if I could maybe attain some help from him and get some tips and pointers on what I could do to improve my own shows.
The biggest influence on me was really the radio. I was in awe of getting on the radio, and that was kind of, to me, the sexiest job you could have. Arriving on Radio 1 in '91 was, again, perfect time. We started off, it was just one show. After about 18 months, they came to me and said, we want to do more shows like this.
Radio is such a great, simple medium. Probably the most successful way of introducing people to music and actually creating hits.
Sometimes when he gets like demos and he promotes artists on the radio and they get good feedback and he really feels that this is something he wants to push, he is putting a lot of effort into it to support the artist and bring him up to the next level.
He's not just doing radio, he also tours as a DJ, he has a label, he does his own music. So I think he has a lot of advice to impart. And also he knows so many people in the music industry these days that he could open a lot of doors for any of the DJs that show any promise.
10 years ago, I could just imagine that I will actually stay in the same room and have this kind of conversation with him.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah, super.
I'm fine.
You feel the pressure?
No, don't feel pressure. I mean, listen, you just have listeners. People you don't need to please any dance floor. This is completely different. This is radio.
It's my first time here, and you know, so many feelings, and you know.
being in Ibiza, being based in Ibiza as a radio station, makes the situation and the relationship with the DJs really special. Once they land in Ibiza, they are completely relaxed and they love to come to the radio.
With 1 hour of playing, as now our contestant from Czech Republic is doing, he reaches more than 100,000 people listening to his show. I mean, even if he would play a regular gig and with maybe 1,000 or even 10,000 people, he would need to play a lot of gigs to reach so many people.
Yeah, it was for me a big surprise because he's 18 finalist and they are all perfect and it's big concurrence.
So you guys are enjoying the set so far?
Yeah, good style, very technical.
Yeah, I always say when you're getting interviewed, it's always good to answer the questions as short and simple as possible.
Yeah.
You just say what you want to say. Doesn't matter what the question is, just answer what you want to convey and have that prepared so that you're not stuttering on radio because it doesn't sound good.
This is a industry now where many people are trying to get involved, so there's a lot of competition. There's also good DJs out there and bad ones, you know, but the only way you can weed yourself out among the rest is by continually trying different ways to become better and bigger.
Playing at Sonica Radio, it's a good promotion. He's so lucky.
His set was really energetic and really techy. I really loved it.
Well, we are here for a deeper reason. Café Mambo, the most famous sunset club, not only in Ibiza, but also in the world. I want you to breathe in the vibe of this place, of this setting, and choose one track that, in your opinion, fits the best to the setting here. And I will judge on the tracks, and the one that fits the best, in our opinion, of course, will be the winner of this competition. So the trophy is that the winner will have the unique chance to play a 1 hour set live here in the evening.
So I have an idea of what to play. It's gonna be very melodic, and I'll just try to pull out just the best tracks from my music collection and tell a little story about how I see Café Mambo and this beautiful sunset and everything.
Even Carl Cox comes here like once or twice every few years, which shows that it is a very important point.
To be resident at Mambo, you have to be able to play really eclectic music, you know, from all these styles of music, you know.
That's the one we have.
Yes, so let's get the 7 out for now. I like this cover. The perfect sunset track is the one that is going to give you ghost pumps. It's special, it's emotional, it makes you think in a special moment of your life. Okay, so with Philly, I've been listening to the tracks. Both of us have been working hard listening, and I'm going to go straight to the point. There was three good ones, you know. But basically, I went to the one that had more emotion in it. The winner is... Was it? I know. Yes, the winner is Charlie. He's won because he chose a good cello track. He's done the effort.
No, I didn't expect to win to play at Mambo. It's it's like a dream come true. So.
I wanted to mention Stiletto. Our track was close to winning.
So you were very close?
Very close.
Nobody knows my journey. Nobody walked in my shoes. So the most thing I felt connected to was this challenge, and I didn't get it.
It's been a couple of rough days for me, and now today I'm just I'm so good. Yeah, I'm up here now.
I think you've got to kind of have a kind of almost a sixth sense for it, you know? It's to a certain amount of soul and emotion, sensitivity.
I think 99.9% of DJs have to make music now. That's the way it is, that's the expected thing.
I think making music is just such a natural part of the process, goes hand in hand. It's the quickest way, you know, to tell a story.
We have a challenge for you. I feel like I'm in the X Factor now. The challenge is here. So basically, we want you to remix a tune, a track. So on this USB, it stems to a Nick Muir track, John Bigweed's studio guy. So you don't get the complete track on here, but if you stack up the stems, you can work out what it is. But I think you've got until Thursday?
Yes.
Thursday night? Thursday evening. So effectively 48 hours to turn this into something marvellous, magical.
Everyone who wants to get known, he must have his own tracks, so this is a great challenge to show what you got.
You need good ideas. That's kind of, I think everything else is possible if you've got good ideas. And technology's there nowadays that you can either go to someone that knows how to do it or work out how to do it yourself, but it all starts with having an idea, yeah.
It is difficult for me to remix. I will try my best.
So we don't want this to be unfair, because it's quite easy for those of you who are used to doing this to pull these stems in and get straight into a remix, and for those of you who don't know how to use Logic or Ableton so well, it might feel like it's a very steep learning curve to find out how to do this.
Marius, who is a twice Grammy-winning music engineer, will help them and assist them in case they need help and assistance.
I'm afraid about a little bit. If you don't have the right mode to make a remix, it can be very hard for you.
But what I recommend you all is, it's maybe cliche, but you need to make tracks. You know, you need to work in the studio too, because I know a million of good DJs. Really, I know a lot of good DJs, but they are just DJ, and that's not enough anymore to make it, you know. I remember back in the days when I was also doing contests, you know, in the 80s, in the beginning of the 90s. But there were no prizes like now, what Burn is giving to them. This is really an amazing opportunity. Nowadays, it's from social networks to profile yourself, to making tracks, to be a good DJ, to look the right way, to meet the right people. It's a lot of things.
It's getting complicated to figure out which of the talents might have better chances for the second week. Interesting is that some of them already created a story to us mentors in a positive or negative way, but some of them are still a very unwritten paper, a blank paper of nothing, because they didn't do anything that was memorable for us.
What does that mean, a remix?
Well, it's your opinion, how you visualize the track, but in a different way, in your way. That's it.
And why is that valuable for the track?
Because you change it in your own way.
I have a very close eye on Bok for this one, because he impressed me with having a release on Crosstown Rebels, which is a very credible and reliable label nowadays. His tracks are really good. Some of the other contestants had releases on other labels, Great Stuff Records and 100% Pure. So those are very carefully to watch.
It has to be different to the original. Of course. That's key to me. I mean,
that's the key.
I think I have a big chances to win this challenge.
So you're gonna start in the morning?
Yeah, because if I will check the samples now,
then
crazy. I will start to think about it all the night again. So I won't sleep.
You don't want to be worried. Half of them are really experienced in doing remixes and producing their own tracks, and then the other half have no idea what they're doing.
I think I need more time to do something big.
I just know that some of them didn't catch sleep at all because they were working all the night through.
Right. So we're going to do, should we instead of dance floor rating, should that be
Yeah, maybe yes. Yeah, right.
I like the way he was going with the bass line.
Originality is better, yeah.
That's
System Divine, Croatia.
I feel very honored that John Digwood is going to listen to my track, and I hope he finds it good.
Good bass line, old progress, Henry Matisse.
I'm not sure that I'm gonna pass.
It was my first one, and I wanted to do something.
I want to find out what these are. So for me, it's always been about searching out unusual, good
records that no one's heard before.
I'm just hoping that my idea of the whole thing gets out.